Great news once again for the Terra Luna Classic community. There has been a further Binance burn, and more importantly, there is another burn to come. Now, we're going to break down a couple of things in this video, in particular, that Binance burn and what has been coming and brewing under the surface that you need to be aware of for Terra Luna Classic. So if you're into that and you want to see more content like this, be sure to smash a like on this video, subscribe to keep up to date with everything going on in the cryptocurrency market. With that being said, let's head on over and take a quick look at exactly what is going on in the markets right now. So the market is kind of, well, look, we're at 1.2 trillion, 0.3% up in the last 24 hours. You see BTC there holding at 30,602. 30,710 is a key level. If we break that, we could be in for a pretty nice run. ETH looking to maybe test 2K over the course of the next coming 24 hours, as well as a number of other coins starting to move. So something like Dogecoin with a nice little move, BNB starting to come back, Polkadot with a solid move. As we come down the list though, head on up to the high 70s. We do get to Terra Luna Classic, the 78th highest ranked cryptocurrency out there right now at a 8723 price point. Now, we are seeing a significant decline in volume, about $28 million worth of volume in the last 24 hours. But more importantly, today, we do see that Binance burn coming through. So this is the proposal from many moons ago, but it feels like ages ago, 26th of September last year, in which they did change that burn on the back of those minted coins that happened. But what's important to notice is here, look, so batch 11 that burnt, we just burnt 2.651 billion Luna Classic, which equates to about $236,000, taking the grand total now to $6.8 million. And like I said, the most important part is we get batch 12. So Binance continuing to show their support for Terra Luna Classic, and we can't hide away from that fact. That is important that Binance continue to put $250,000 or even more. And bearing in mind, if we start to see $100 million, $200 million in volume, this could suddenly start to ramp up significantly based on the burn amount. So good to see that Binance continue the support, and I think that is great for the Terra Luna Classic community. Now, taking a look at some of the governance proposals that we talked about the other day, there are some very interesting developments. So a lot have been rejected, which I think is very interesting. We do, however, have the running cost support for the Terra Classic infrastructure for Q3. That has passed quite significantly. The L1 task force has passed quite significantly, and it does look interesting like we're going to get the USTC stable algo quant team pass. Now, this is the one with Bilbo in that a lot of people, well, do have an issue with. Obviously, Bilbo was in the community before. There was a lot of debate about whether his goals, his ambition, whatever you want to talk about, is the right thing. So this one is definitely going to be very interesting, all of which come with a significant cost, bear in mind. I think the L1 task force team, I think we all agree, probably is the right thing for a further 3 months, particularly working on the USTC repeg. And we are actually seeing USTC having a good bit of volume and equally some nice price movement. So we'll stay close to that, exactly what's coming down with all the others. The nonsensical ones have been rejected. But yeah, this one is the interesting one that will certainly get some real potential on the back of it. Obviously, Bilbo being the real question about it. Interesting though, Ed coming back, and we know Tobias, aka Zaradar, has been offering his services. So this could be very good for the entire ecosystem. Equally, if it brings more drama, more upheaval, then I'm just in a bit of a world where I don't think it's the right thing. We need developers to just get their heads down and develop, and leave the kind of marketing and the community side funding to somebody else. I think that's my view. We take a look at the stats though. There's that nice Binance burn coming in. 2.692 billion is the total burn today, which is good to see. Our community pool continues to fill as well at the same time. So, and we also look to stake even more. So another 884 million staked with Luna Classic, 14.9%. So this continues to build. People continue to stake, and people continue to show their support for Luna Classic. Now, what's going on the price? Well, the price, well, look, we're down still. 8708 is the current price. Now, interestingly, we actually had a really nice upward trend on this chart until we got that SEC news, in which people completely misconstrued around those ETFs. Now, what could be interesting though is when these come out, these ETFs actually come in, we could be in for a pretty interesting ride. Now, you can see they almost follow a very similar pattern in terms of the trade shape. So we could see this start to move up and spike. We are looking for some support right now off the kind of 50 and the 20-day EMA. RSI perfectly in the middle. We just need this volume. But I think if we get a BlackRock ETF or a Fidelity ETF, this will send the market. Again, remember that 30,700 line is what we're looking for as a real key break above that, and we could definitely get some really positive momentum out of BTC and then naturally down the other side. Did talk briefly about USTC. Is in a consolidation phase, again going sideways, looking for that next move up, looking for that next bit of news that supports us with USTC. So we'll kind of keep an eye on what this is doing. Luna is actually moving a little bit, but the volume is not there. So look, time will tell. I think with with Lunar Classic. We definitely need to see some upside moves. I'd like to get back in this 9.6 range, this kind of pocket in the 9.6 and then that breaker zero, but we need some developments. Maybe this big investment, and it is a big investment with that L1 team, could really spur on some desire, and equally could really spur a price move and, more importantly, the continuation of removing supply. So all in all, a pretty interesting day for Terra Lunar Classic. The price not really reflective of some of the things that are coming, but we'll keep you up to date with everything that's going on. So how do you keep up to date? Smash the like button, subscribe for all your daily content on cryptocurrency, and turn the notification bell on. And as ever, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye.